man. Conor McGregor has been expressing his frustration with the UFC lately, and he just keeps getting more and more. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, but even Nate Diaz came to his rescue. Check this out. Oh, by the way, this is my product. This is Benny the Bear. This is my product. I made this. It's not a sponsor. It's a gift for stoners. I don't smoke weed, but I'm in Los Angeles. Everyone does. Look, it's Benny the Bear. It's just like the accessory gift for stoners. If you want to buy it, you can go to lipplush.com. I'll post a link in the description so you guys can check it out. It's a cool thing, man. It's my product. I made it. But yeah, man, if you guys didn't see, even Nate Diaz came to Conor McGregor's rescue yesterday, and Conor McGregor acknowledged him on his Instagram. This is what Nate Diaz wrote. This was me for years before Conor even got here. They want you to die before you get out these contracts. It's up to you to make something pop. No one gonna help you but you. Free Conor. It's St. Patrick's Day in this B. And then Conor McGregor reposted this, and he's basically replying to what Conor McGregor has been saying. Oh, I've had a date, they push it back, this, that. And Conor McGregor reposted this on his Instagram and wrote, I think he wrote like the 100 emoji, my brother, this, that, trilogy, this, that. He acknowledged this, which is really cool, man. So Conor McGregor has 2 fights left on his contract. You know what? Let me just play you this today, man. Another video came out today. Another interview came out today with Conor McGregor expressing his frustration. And he also said Dana White did something that he didn't like. And I'll show you what Dana White did after this video. Check this out.
Yeah, like I said, I have 2 fights left on my UFC contract. We're still in the first quarter of 2024. You know, I've got this workload on me right now because I've got the promotion of the movie. I've got St. Patrick's festivities with the alcohol. And I hope I get some clarity with a date. And I can push towards it. I'm sure we will get something in by year end. You know, that's what I'm hoping.
You flirted in the past with International Fight Week, which is the end of June. Is that realistic
Yeah,
for you?
for sure. I would like that. I would love that. If they give me that and then we can go ahead and straight away, you know, for sure.
That sphere in Las Vegas looks good as well, doesn't it? You know, the big ball that they've created there.
Yeah,
mate.
you did call for that also. That would be great for me. June 29th and then the sphere. And then, you know, then what? Then what happens then? I don't know. And I'm sure, I wonder, do they know? There's been no talk about like anything, you know, so I wonder what next.
What about opponents? Who do you want to fight?
It's good to see Poirier get that win the weekend. That makes this the quadrilogy, and you know we'll say the real trilogy, the finish of it, to put an end to it, to put a finish to it. That is a huge bout right now. So I anticipated the result would go that way, and I was happy to see it. And that's a big one for sure. Obviously, I've got the Diaz trilogy. That's what I had said for the sphere. You know, there was cold water put on that publicly off the bat, and I wasn't happy with that. So I'm not that. I mean, I need discussion or conversation because you know, if I lose interest, I'm not getting anything back, and I just drift off, my man. So I hope I can get something in and get dialed in.
What's the noise with Chandler? Because obviously you did something.
Chandler, of course. Yeah, that's it. I would assume that would be the first one.
Yep.
I would assume that would be the first one. Maybe Makachev and Poirier fight for the title in July. You know, I don't think Poirier will be ready. He said something about some ribs or something like that. And then there was a bit going on the head and whatnot after the bell. Maybe some reflection after he got knocked. It was a bad knockout he suffered in that fight against Gaethje. And so you just don't know where anyone's at really mentally or whatnot. But again, I'll revert back to that's because that just happened the weekend. That's why it's recently in my head and when I'm speaking on it. It's the opponent doesn't matter. I just wish for a nice run up, you know, a bit of transparency, and let me go for it again.
As he said, and as we all know, he has 2 fights left on his contract. And it's pretty obvious he just wants to get rid of these 2 fights because he wants to box, man. If you guys saw him, he was in Saudi Arabia like a month ago, and he was talking about boxing with Manny Pacquiao. He's like, I really want to fight with Manny Pacquiao. The Saudis are down. I'm down, but the UFC's not down. And it's a trip to me because UFC co-promoted with Mayweather when him and Mayweather fought, and they sold 4 million pay-per-views, and UFC made money out of it. Why don't they just co-promote again with whoever and let Conor McGregor box, and they'll all make money, and he'll still have the 2 fights left? But like this, they're freezing him up, man. Like this, they're freezing him up, and that's the word, bro. That's been the word. That's what Nate Diaz is saying, and it sucks, man. And as you saw, he's frustrated, bro. And when he talked about he wanted to fight Nate Diaz in the sphere, and they threw cold water on it, and as you see, he's mad, dog. He's been doing these interviews. Every interview, he says something. Every interview is like, hey, dog, I'm ready. But he did say that he's promoting this movie, and after the St. Patrick's Day festivities, he'll be ready. But Dana White says, hey, man, because Dana White did an interview, too. He did a couple interviews. They asked him about Conor, and he's like, hey, bro, like, you try getting a guy that's made $100 million in the octagon. So Dana White is putting the blame on Conor McGregor, and as you see, Conor McGregor is saying, "Hey man, just give me a date." So this is what he's talking about when he said Dana White threw cold water on the Nate Diaz and in the Spheres fight. Check this out.
McGregor says he still wants to fight in June, and he also mentioned he wanted to fight Nate Diaz in the Sphere on Mexican Independence Day. Do either of those two interest you?
I'm looking for Mexicans at the Sphere on Mexican Independence Day.
Nate?
Huh?
Nate Diaz.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that fight.
Right here.
Yeah.
So I remember watching that live. This was at the UFC 299 post-fight press conference, and when he said it like that, I'm like, damn, dog. I'm shocked. Like, I knew Conor's gonna feel some type of way, and he does. You just saw that interview that I just played for you today. I think that's from today or yesterday, and you know, I get it, but it's crazy, dog. Conor is their biggest superstar. He's their biggest moneymaker, and let's just keep it real. A lot of people are waiting for Conor to come back. It doesn't matter if you like him, I like him. He's their biggest superstar. He's their biggest moneymaker, and it seems like they're freezing him. It seems like they're freezing him. Like, this is the word out there. This is the word. The word is they want to drag it out as much as they can so he signs an extension, or like they don't, basically what people are saying and what it looks like is they don't want him to go box. They don't want him to finish the two-fight contract, and just leave. And as you saw in that same interview that I just played you, Conor McGregor is like, okay, after that two-fight, what now? What's next? He hasn't heard a word. He hasn't heard anything about his upcoming fights. And you could see he's frustrated, man. And it's freaking crazy, dog. I just told you what I would do. And I'm a nobody, dog. I'm just a fan. What I would do is set up first of all, it sucks for Chandler, dog. It sucks for Michael Chandler. And Conor McGregor didn't even mention Michael Chandler until he was asked, okay? But he did say that I would assume that would be my first fight. It sucks for Michael Chandler, bro. Michael Chandler has been dragged for a couple years, and he's not young, bro. So I feel bad for Conor McGregor. But like I just said, what I would do is co-promote a boxing fight with Conor McGregor and Pacquiao or whoever. It's going to make insane money. UFC will make money. Conor McGregor will be happy. He's their biggest superstar. And then fulfill the two-fight contract. And if they do an extension, they do an extension. If not, bye-bye. We just made a lot of money together in all these years. So this sucks, dog. This sucks. And every time Conor McGregor is doing these interviews, he shows his expression. I mean, he expresses his frustration, man. So let me know what you think of this in the comments, man. What do you think is going on behind the scenes? Who's at fault? Let me know what you think of this in the comments. It'll mean the world to me if you like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the noti. Thank you so much for watching.